Hoosier Racing Tire works hard to produce, develop, and distribute the best performing race tires available today. That's why drivers from across the country race and win with Hoosier. Stay ahead of the pack no matter where or what you race with Hoosier Racing Tires. Visit them on the web at www.hoosiertire.com for more information. As the best in the business since 1903, Morton Buildings knows quality service and superior construction. Whether it's a garage, workshop, hobby building, or general storage facility, a Morton building stands above the rest. See the best of Morton at mortonbuildings.com. VP Racing is proud to be the official racing fuel of the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. Preferred by sprint car champions and their engine builders, VP's fuels are famous for quality, consistency, and a cleaner burn. Visit VP online at vpracingfuels.com. Push its limits, test your own. The all-new Stampede 900 4x4 from Bad Boy brings a best-in-class 80-horsepower engine, unmatched performance, superior handling, industry-leading storage, and more. Enter to win one at badboystampede.com. MSD is the winner's choice. For over 40 years, performance has been the driving force at MSD, and that's why the top teams in dirt track racing use MSD to win. Talk to your speed shop or go to msdperformance.com to learn why MSD is the winner's choice. The World of Outlaws is proud that Racing Electronics, the #1 company in race communications worldwide, is the official Speedway. Spithauler in car number 56, unable to make it for warm-ups. Ralph Spithauler unable to get a warm-up lap in here this evening in car number 56. set to go green on our final practice session.
Come on, feel the noise.
One of the contenders for the Kevin Gobrecht Award for Rookie of the Year honors this season out of California, Missouri, in the Roush Construction Red Onion Lounge, Design Phase Impact Signs Cooper Racing Supply. Number 13, here's Clyde Knipp. Clyde Knipp in car number 13 goes up over the cushion in turns 3 and 4 as he takes the green flag. Clyde Knipp, 14th in the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series point standings. His opening lap time, a 13.350, 1.3350, 100.315 miles per hour for the average speed. Second lap time for Clyde Knipp, faster at a 13.302, 1.3302, the official time for the number 13 of Clyde Knipp. On the clock now, the 7-time and defending Outlaw champion, the current point leader from Fargo, North Dakota, the Bad Boy Off-Road Chevrolet Performance, J&J Tony Stewart Kerbag-Ajanian Racing, number 15 of Donnie Schatz. Donnie Schatz in the number 15, his opening lap is quick time at a 12.907. 1.2907, 103.758 miles per hour for the 6-time Lernerville Speedway winner. Second lap time for Schatz, faster, it's a 12.896, 1.2896. Donnie Schatz quick time at 103.846 miles per hour. Leading rookie contender out of Benton Ridge, Ohio, the Hercules Tire Ohio Logistics DNC Hydraulics Gear Alloy All-Star Plumbing W20 of Greg Wilson. Greg Wilson in the W20. Lap number 1 for Wilson. Second quick at a 13.243, 1.3243. Greg Wilson with 1 win this season with the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series sits 11th in the point standings. Second lap for Greg Wilson. Better, it's a 13.022, 1.3022. Winner on Wednesday night in Hartford, Michigan, and last night at the Eldora Speedway. From Bixby, Oklahoma, the American-born moonshine, Ineos Oil, Larson Marks Racing, number 2 of Shane Stewart. Shane Stewart in car number 2. Lap 1 for Stewart, third quick at a 13.043, 1.3043. Stewart finished 7th here in July, career best here, 4th out of 15 starts at the Lernerville Speedway. Second lap time is quick time at a 12.895, 1.2895, quick time for Shane Stewart, 103.854 miles per hour. From Hanover, Pennsylvania, the Mark Pelt Tire Service, Marty Thompson Investments, JRC Transportation, Gardner Construction, Michael Palumbo, 1A of Jacob Allen. Jacob Allen in the 1A, his opening lap, 4th quick at a 13.10213, 102. Jacob Allen, 12th in the Outlaw point standings, 2 top 5 finishes this season, 10 top 10. Second lap for Jacob Allen, up to third quick at a 12.905, 12905. Jacob Allen third in the qualifying order so far. Next to clock in from Waupun, Pennsylvania in the McClyman Supply and Transit, S&S Processing, Allied Rubber and Supply number 33M, it's Brent Mattis. Brent Mattis in the 33M. Opening lap for Brent Mattis, a 13.906, 1.3906. 8th in the Lernerville Speedway point standings, best finish of the year, 4th back on April 15th. Second lap for Brent Mattis, a 13.900, 1.3900, and taking the green flag now from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the Water Treatment by Design Special Pathogens Lab, Alloy Wheel Repair number 07, the Hammer, Doug Esch. Doug Esch in the 07. First lap time for Doug Esch is 5th quick at a 13.101, 1.13.101, 2 career World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series victories, including a $50,000 score at the Champion Oil Williams Grove National Open. Second lap time for Doug Esch, better, it's a 13.097, 1.3097 for the 07 of Doug Esch. From Johnstown, Pennsylvania, the Esposito Electric Precise Racing Products Dirt Track Design Rapid Wraps, number 7K of Dan Shetler. Dan Shetler in car number 7K. Shetler's first lap time was a 13:167.13.167. 21st in 2003. His only previous A-feature start here in World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series action. Second lap time for Dan Shetler at 13:176. First lap faster at 13:167. 1:3:167 for Dan Shetler in the 7K. From Youngstown, Ohio, the Glassbeer Fuel Service, Economy Tooling, PRS Transit, Townsend Gas and Oil, number 23 Junior of Jack Sodeman Jr. Jack Sodeman Jr. in the 23 JR. Opening lap for Sodeman is sixth quick at a 13:162, 1:3:162. 3 victories here at the Lernerville Speedway this season, May 27th, July 15th, and July 29th. Second lap time for Jack Sodeman Jr. up into the top 5, fifth quick at a 13:067, 1:3:067. From Apollo, Pennsylvania, in the Mercedes Motorsports Ultralight Brakes, Kistler J&J number 24X, it's Cy Lynch. Cy Lynch in the 24X third generation sprint car driver. Lap number 1 for Cy Lynch is fourth quick at a 12:967, 1:2:967. Cy Lynch, fourth fastest on lap number 1, best finish here this season, second back on July 29th. Second lap time for Cy Lynch is quick time at a 12:819, 1:2:819, quick time for Cy Lynch in the 24X. Going green next, from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, the Red Stick Excavating, NRP Contractors, Knucklebuster Automotive, number 49X, the Steel City Outlaw, Tim Schaefer. Tim Schaefer in the 49X, his opening lap time is a 13:162, 1:3:162. 10 career Lernerville Speedway wins, 47 top 5 finishes in 103 main event starts here. Second lap time, fifth quick for Tim Schaefer to 13:02, 1:13:021. From Hanover, Pennsylvania, the Mark Powell Tire Service, Marty Thompson Investments, JRC Transportation of Chambersburg, Gardner Construction, Michael Palumbo, number 1S of Logan Schuhart. Logan Schuhart in the number 1S. Opening lap for Schuhart, fifth quick at a 12:909, 1:2:909. Third place run last night at the Eldora Speedway, one career outlaw victory back in July in Wisconsin. Second lap time for Schuhart is quick time at a 12:818, 1:2:818. Logan Schuhart, now your fast qualifier at 104.478 miles per hour. From Harrisonville, Pennsylvania, the Freedom Power Sports, all things automotive, on Miller & Associates, on Brothers Furniture and Appliance, number 7W of Logan Wagner. Logan Wagner in the 7W, a 13:3:34 for his opening lap, 1:3:3:34. One career Lernerville Speedway victory for Logan Wagner, best finish here this season. Best with the Outlaws, 19th here. Second lap time of 13:4:10. First lap faster at 13:3:34. And that brings us the Silver Cup winner earlier this year from Watertown, Connecticut. The Big Game Tree Stands, JRC Transportation, Nice Creed, Atlanta Spears Tree Service, Eckenberg Trucking, number 5 of David Gravel. David Gravel in number 5, lap 1 is sixth quick at a 12:956, 1:2:956. Gravel with 9 victories this season. He is third in the series point standings. He is also a 6-time fast qualifier. Lap number 2 for David Gravel is a 12:907, 1:2:907. Still sixth quickest for the number 5. And now out the Lernerville Speedway track record holder from Brownsburg, Indiana, the Roth Enterprises HR Livestock, Roth Motorsports, Southern Pacific Farms, number 83, the Brownsburg Bullet, Joey Saldana. Joey Saldana in the number 83. His opening lap time is third quick at a 12:884. 1:2:884 on lap number 1 for Joey Saldana. He has 3 victories at the Lernerville Speedway, including this Commonwealth Clash 2 years ago. Second lap is still third quick at a 12:826, 1:2:826. Joey Saldana third fastest at 104.413 miles per hour. This is the 2016 Knoxville Nationals winner from Eunice, Louisiana, the Priority Aviation, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Fisher Body Shop, Sage Family, Dissolve Alloy, number 41, the Ragin' Cajun, Jason Johnson. Jason Johnson in the 41, 11th quickest on lap number 1 at a 13:079, 1:3:079. Jason Johnson 7th in the point standings, 3 wins this season. His second lap time up to 10th quick at a 13:056, 1:30.56. From Sauger, Pennsylvania, behind the wheel of the Terry Bowser Excavating, Turner's Ice Tea, Dirty Mouth Communications. Number 10, here's Carl Bowser. Carl Bowser in the number 10. A 2-time winner this season at the Lernerville Speedway. His opening lap was a 13:340, 1:13.341. Bowser finished 25th in the Don Martin Memorial Silver Cup main event here in July. Second lap time for Carl Bowser, better, it's a 13:276, 1:3.276. From Waterville, Ohio, in the Control Design Solutions, Banshee Graphics, Kistler Racing Products, number 5T, here's Travis Philo. Travis Philo in car number 5T. First lap time for Travis Philo, 10th quick at a 13:045, 1:3.045. Philo has a 360 sprint car win at Lima Land this season, 9 top 5 finishes in 410 competition. Second lap time for Travis Philo is a 13:115, first lap faster at 13.045 seconds. From Chicora, Pennsylvania, the Hobaugh's Auto Parts, DRK Services, number 40 of George Hobaugh. George Hobaugh in car number 40. Best finish here this season, 3rd on April 22nd. Opening lap time for George Hobaugh, a 13:834, 1:3.834. Hobaugh was 18th in the last chance showdown with the Outlaws here in July. Second lap time for George Hobaugh is a 13:617, 1:3.617. And clocking in next, the Outlaws' leading qualifier this season from Grass Valley, California, the Ollie's Bargain Outlet Sage Fruit Team ASE Factory Cane, number 49, the Big Cat, Brad Sweet. Brad Sweet in the number 49, 13 fast time awards this season. Lap number 1 for Sweet, 4th quick at a 12:882, 1:2.882. Brad Sweet, 5th last year, his best effort at Lernerville in the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series, 4th in the current point standings. Lap number 2 is faster. It's a 12:831, 1:2.831, still 4th quickest for Brad Sweet in the number 49. Logan Schuhart, the fast qualifier so far. Cy Lynch in the 2nd spot. Joey Saldana 3rd. Brad Sweet 4th. And Shane Stewart 5th. And next to clock in from Cabot, Pennsylvania, the Recruits Meatpacking, number 4K of Bill Kiley. Bill Kiley in the number 4K. Kiley finished 10th in the C-Main here in July. Career best at the Lernerville Speedway took place back in 1998 with a 6th place finish. Lap 1 for Bill Kiley, a 15:188.15.188. Best finish here this season, 11th on August 12th. Second lap for Bill Kiley is a 14:851, 1:4.851. Rolling onto the speedway now, the 2013 Outlaw Champion from Owasso, Oklahoma, in the Great Clips Sage Fruit Team ASE Curb Records Factory Cane, number 9, Darren Pittman. Darren Pittman in car number 9. Pittman is 2nd in the current series point standings. He has 7 wins this season, 6 fast time awards. 2 career Lernerville Speedway victories in outlaw action. Lap number 1 for Darren Pittman is 9th quick at a 13:017, 1:3.017. Second lap time for Pittman is quick time! 12:787, 1:2.787 quick time for Darren Pittman, 104.731 miles per hour. Out next from Evans City, Pennsylvania, the HRE Engines, DLK Performance, Bacchus Brothers, number 56 of Ralph Spithaler. Ralph Spithaler in the number 56. Lap 1 is a 13:538, 1:3.538. Best finish with the Outlaws here at the Lernerville Speedway, 16th place back in 1988. His most recent A feature start here in 2004. Second lap time better, it's a 13:494, 1:3.494 for the 56th of Ralph Spithaler. Next to take the green flag from Nashville, Tennessee, the Mondac Portables, Rick Rogers Construction, Fort Union Supply and Trading, Champion Oil, number 7, Paul's to the Wall, Paul McMahon. Paul McMahon in the number 7, 10th in the series point standings. Lap number 1 for Paulie. 10th quick at a 12:9.84, 1:2.984. Second here 3 times, the best of his 11 top 5 finishes in 43 Lernerville Speedway 8-feature starts. Second lap time for McMahon is a 12:9.94. First lap faster by 1/100th of a second at 12.984. From Morrisdale, Pennsylvania, in the DRK Services, Seeger Radiator, Oakwood Mini Storage, number 58. Here's Jimmy Seeger. Jimmy Seeger in car number 58. Opening lap for Seeger is 13th quick at a 13:03.913.039. First night out for this race car. Seeger, a 6-time winner this season in 3:05 sprint car action. Second lap time for Jimmy Seeger. Better at a 13:02.813.028. 13th quickest for the number 58 of Jimmy Seeger. Making his initial World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series appearance this season out of Sarver, Pennsylvania, the Garvin Scrap Metal. Mielke Mechanical, Mattis Service Center, number 51 of John Garvin. John Garvin in the number 51. Garvin's opening lap time is a 13:741.13741. Fifth here on 5 separate occasions in 2016. Fourth in the Lernerville Speedway point standings. Second lap time for John Garvin is a 13:838. First lap better at 13.741 seconds. From Apollo, Pennsylvania, the Ferguson Heating and Air Conditioning, Cooper's RV Center, champion, Chernega Construction, number 2F of AJ Flick. AJ Flick in car number 2F. Second in the Lernerville point standings, lap number 1 for Flick is 21st fastest at a 13:330.113.331. Flick with wins here on May 20th, June 3rd, and August 5th this season. Finished 21st in the Outlaw main event in July. Second lap time for AJ Flick, a 13:303.13303. Still 21st fastest. Man who was fastest in warm-ups this evening out of Bartlett, Tennessee. The King Racing Products East Coast Logistics, Jim Shookneck, Dancer Logistics, Clean Seal number 7S of Double Down, Jason Sides. Jason Sides in the number 7S. His opening lap time, 11th quick at a 13:015.13015. Second here in 2010, the best of 4 top 5 Lernerville Speedway finishes for Sides, who is 9th in the point standings, up to 10th quick on lap number 2 at a 12:911.12911. Pushing off next from Waupun, Pennsylvania, in the Sovchak Electric and Miller Masonry, Mattis Service, JSP number 13, and it's Brandon Mattis. Brandon Mattis in car number 13M. Green flag waving for the 7th place driver in the Lernerville Speedway point standings. Third here 3 times this season. Lap 1 for Brandon Mattis, a 13:509.13509. Second lap for Brandon Mattis is better. It's a 13:471.347.0, 24th fastest out of 30 qualifiers so far. From Freedom, Pennsylvania, in the Toma Meat Market, Young Electric Advanced Auto Parts, number 08. Here's Dan Curriger. Dan Curriger in the 08. Opening lap for Dan Curriger, a 13:475.13475, 25th fastest. Second here on June 3rd, his best of the season at Lernerville. Second lap time for Dan Curriger, a 13:501. First lap better at 13.475 seconds. From Lockport, New York, in the JK Racing 19, Murphy's, Kaiser Wheels, SST Shocks, Stanton Engines, number 19 JK, Joe Kubinick. Joe Kubinick in car number 19 JK. First lap time for Kubinick is 20th fastest, 13:267.13267. Second appearance of the season for the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series, 8th in the Last Chance Showdown at the Weedsport Speedway. Second lap time for Kubinick, a 13:245.13245, still 20th fastest. From Harrisonville, Pennsylvania, in the Hershey's Racing Engines, Fast Science, Ott Brothers Furniture and Appliance, number 55W, here's Michael Wagner. Michael Wagner in car number 55W. Opening lap for Wagner, 13.741, 13741. Just 4 sprint car starts this season for Wagner, 13th at Port Royal, his best in 2016. Second lap time for Michael Wagner is a 13.741, 13741, 29th fastest. From Pleasantville, Pennsylvania, driving car number 1R, here's Gale Ruth Jr. Gale Ruth Jr. in car number 1R. Was the last car to arrive in the pits here this evening, and he's up in smoke in a big way in turns 3 and 4. Problems for Gale Ruth Jr. in the 1R. Need the fire equipment to the turn 4, please. Fire equipment to turn 4.
Well, I think they expect time trials. But they called 3 cars on the radio. Really? They listen to 98.1. I know that. They did. They always tell me, like when I call red, they'll say what turn. Really? They just think
And problems for the number 23 of Darren Pfeiffer. Car would not fire. See if we can get that car underway again. Darren Pfeiffer, your final scheduled qualifier here this evening. Does not sound good as he gets underway. Now we'll bring it up to speed. Darren Pfeiffer in car number 23, 15th in the Lernerville Speedway point standings. His official time will be a 14.20114.201 for the 23 of Darren Pfeiffer. So we've had 2 cars that have officially scratched for the evening. David Jones in the number 6, Brandon Spithaller in the 22S. Tonight's fast qualifier, the driver of the Great Clips, number 9, Darren Pittman. Time of 12.787 seconds, average speed 104.731 miles per hour. Logan Schuhart, second fastest in qualifying at a 12.818. Cy Lynch, third quick at a 12.819. Joey Saldana, fourth, and Brad Sweet, fifth. Shane Stewart times in 6th fastest this evening. Donnie Schatz in 7th. Jacob Allen 8th. David Gravel 9th. And Jason Sides rounds out your top 10 qualifiers with the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series here at the Commonwealth Clash. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series, we welcome you to the Lernerville Speedway and the 2016 Commonwealth Clash presented by Classic Inc. We've seen our practice. We've seen our qualifying time trials. Race program will work like this. 4 heat races up first. Heat races tonight go 8 laps. The top 5 finishers qualify for the main event. The first and second place finishers are guaranteed starters in tonight's Craftsman Club Dash. We'll have a dash inversion draw with the choices being 0, 4, 6, or 8. The Craftsman Club Dash will be 6 laps in distance, and the finishing order will determine the top 8 starting spots in our main event. We'll run a 12-lap last chance showdown here this evening, transferring the top 4 finishers into the final 4 starting spots of tonight's 35-lap, $10,000 to win Commonwealth Clash presented by Classic Inc. Race fans, before we get action underway, we would ask that you please rise. And gentlemen, please remove your hats. First of all, with this evening's invocation from Motor Racing Outreach, Chaplain Bill Beck, and that'll be followed by Sandy McConnell with our Star Spangled Banner.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, fans at Lernerville and World of Outlaw fans from all across the nation. We're grateful tonight for the Commonwealth Clash that we can see these great guys put on a show for us tonight. Before we start, I'd like to mention that this week Barry Lucas lost his brother and he passed away. So for Bobby Lucas, we'll remember him tonight. Let's bow our heads and pray. Heavenly Father, we're a grateful group of people. We've come to see a race, and God, you've graced us with weather that's beautiful, given us a good racetrack, given us very talented people to come out here and put on a show for us. Father, we ask you that you watch over each of our drivers, their crew members, the people in the stands, the staff of Lernerville Speedway. You give us a good night, one to enjoy, one to remember in a very positive way. We thank you for this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Sandy McConnell with the Star Spangled Banner. Heat race action coming up next. Race fans, don't forget 50-50 tickets available. Winner's share already over $1,500 here tonight. Of Brad Sweet in row 1, the 5 of David Crowell alongside the W20 of Greg Wilson in row 2, 23 Junior Jack Soderman in the 10 of Carl Bowser in row 3, 13 M Brandon Mattis, 55 W Michael Wagner in row 4, the 4K of Bill Kiley at the back of the field. Top 5 move into the main event, the top 2 advance to the Craftsman Club Dash. Flag is waving on heat race action at Lernerville. In the corner number 1, Darren Pittman on the top, down low, Brad Sweet. They're side by side out of turn 2. Pittman has momentum. He'll maintain the race lead. Battle for the 4th spot down the back straightaway. Carl Bowser around the outside of Greg Wilson. Darren Pittman leads lap number 1. Brad Sweet right behind him. Sweet looks to the inside at 1 and 2 once again. Can't make the pass. David Gravel running 3rd, Carl Bowser 4th, and Greg Wilson in the final transfer spot as we complete lap number 2 of 8. Wilson digs down low at 3 and 4, points even with Carl Bowser. Can't make the pass there. Again, Wilson to the inside in 3 and 4. This time slides up in front of Carl Bowser. Greg Wilson makes the pass. Remember, each pass in a transfer is running heat race competition. division worth 4 starting spots in the main event. Side-by-side battle for the 6th position. Jack Soderman Jr. holding on the 13M of Brandon Mattis. This time by halfway home. 4 in the books, 4 to go. Garrett Pittman leads the race. Grant Sweet runs second. David Gravel in third. Rick Wilson in fourth. Car off the pace. Brandon Mattis headed back to the pit area in the 13M. Bill Kiley in danger of going a lap down the race leader. Garrett Pittman. Pittman turning lap times in the 12-second bracket. He's at a 12.997 on lap number 3. Pittman closes in on the back of the field. Now Bill Kiley right in front of the race leader. 2 to go signal shown to the driver of the Great Clips, number 9. Pittman's advantage now growing to 0.875 seconds. White flag now in the air. Final lap in heat race number 1 of the Commonwealth Clash presented by Classic Inc. Carl Bowser still holding off Jack Soderman Jr. for the final transfer spot. Leader down the backstretch into the corner number 3 for the final time. Garrett Pittman will win the opening heat race. Grant Sweet will finish second. David Gravel in third. Rick Wilson in fourth. And at the line, the final transfer spot will go to Carl Bowser. Here's the finishing order of our opening heat race. Garrett Pittman the winner in car number 9, second to the 49 of Brad Sweet. Finishing third, the number 5 of David Gravel. In fourth, it was the W20 of Greg Wilson. And coming home fifth, the number 10 of Carl Bowser. Those 5 drivers qualify for the main event. In sixth, the number 23 junior of Jack Soderman Jr. Seventh was the 55W of Michael Wagner. In eighth, the 4K of Bill Kiley. And in ninth, the number 13 M of Brandon Mattis. Starting lineup for heat race. Actually, will stay under caution at least one more lap. Jason Sides slowing. Now, Sides very, very good at spotting debris on the speedway and may have been slowing to point out something to the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series officials. So Jason Sides will roll toward the front of the field and again point out exactly where there is something on the racetrack.
Logan.
Caution lights are out now, set for the start of heat race number 2. The 1S of Logan Schuhart and the 2 of Shane Stewart in row 1. 7S Jason Sides, 58 Jimmy Seeger in row 2. 07 Doug Esch and the 13 of Clyde Knipp in row 3. 08 Dan Curriger, 51 John Garvin, and the 1R of Gail Ruth Jr. scheduled Ruth a scratch after the problems during qualifying time trials. 8 cars on the speedway, 8 laps, top 5 move into the main event. Green flag on heat race number 2. Shane Stewart jumps out to the lead. Logan Schuhart in second. Third belongs to Jason Sides. He is challenged on the outside by Jimmy Seeger. Meanwhile, Schuhart to the inside of Stewart racing for the lead. Shane Stewart maintains the advantage. Jimmy Seeger coming after Jason Sides. They race for third. Right now, it is Doug Esch in the 5th and final transfer position. They work their way down the back straightaway into corner number 3. Most of the field running right through the middle of the racing surface. Jimmy Seeger got up over the cushion, lost some ground to Jason Sides. That allows Doug Esch to close the gap. Seeger again, 4 wheels over the cushion in 1 and 2. Jimmy Seeger working the high side of the speedway in an extreme manner in that number 58. Jason Sides glued to the bottom of the racetrack, and now Seeger takes a peek to the inside. Seeger gonna try to slide up in front, nearly gets into Sides, forces Sides up the racetrack, and Doug Esch capitalizes. Now Seeger's over the edge of the banking on the backstretch. Jimmy Seeger just about out of control here in heat race number 2. Shane Stewart is the race leader. Seeger again nearly over the edge of the banking in corner number 2. 5 laps in the books, 3 to go. Shane Stewart leads it. Logan Schuhart second. Jimmy Seeger in third. Doug Esch fourth and Jason Sides 5th. Followed by Clyde Knipp in 6th. Dan Curriger 7th and John Garvin running 8th. Lead for Shane Stewart with 2 to go is 1.65 seconds. White flag displayed for Larson Marks Racing number 2. Checker flag about to wave. It'll be Shane Stewart moving into the Craftsman Club dash. Joining him will be Logan Schuhart. Jimmy Seeger crosses the line in third. Doug Esch in fourth and Jason Sides in fifth. Here's the finishing order for heat race number 2. Shane Stewart gets the victory in car number 2, second to the 1S of Logan Schuhart, finishing in third. Now Jason Sides and Jimmy Seeger exchanging pleasantries at the conclusion of the race.
There you go. Nice job, Jason. Seeger just tried to kill Sides going into turn 1. Dumb.
Again, the finishing order: Shane Stewart, the winner in the number 2, second to the 1S of Logan Schuhart, third the 58 of Jimmy Seeger, fourth the 07 of Doug Esch, and fifth the 7S of Jason Sides. Those drivers move into the main event. In sixth, the number 13 of Clyde Knipp, seventh the 08 of Dan Kuriger, and in eighth the 51 of John Garvin. Heat race number 3 will start for X Cy Lynch and the 15 of Donnie Schatz in row 1. 7 Paul McMahon and 5T Travis Philo in row 2. 7K Dan Shetler, 2F AJ Flick in row 3. 56 Ralph Spitholler and the 33 Emma Brent Mattis in row number 4. Ralph Spitholler on the inside of that 4th row, looking to qualify for his first World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series A feature in 12 years here tonight.
Guys hold cool boxes, whoever holds it the longest gets a gift card. It's pretty cool.
Green flag. Side by side into turn 1. Donnie Schatz on the top will grab the lead. Cy Lynch works the bottom. He'll run second. Paul McMahon in third down the backstretch to turn 3. Lynch in the middle, Schatz on the cushion. Travis Philo sliding up, trying to take a spot away from AJ Flick. They battle for 4th. Flick has it out of turn 4. Philo now challenged down low by Ralph Spitholler. Flick over the banking in turn number 2. He'll gather it back in, but fall to the rear of the field. AJ Flick dropped over the edge of the banking, and now Ralph Spitholler off the pace in turn 3 and 4. Looks like he is headed back to the pit area. He will make the turn and will stay green. Now the caution flag. No, caution flag does not wave. We stay green. Donnie Schatz with the race lead at the halfway point. Cy Lynch running in second. Third belongs to Paul McMahon. Travis Philo in fourth, and Dan Shetler now in fifth. Brent Mattis in sixth. AJ Flick running seventh. Flick around the outside of Mattis now, entering turns 3 and 4. Still a long way back from that final transfer spot. 2 to go. Signal with the bad boy off-road number 15, supporting the pink for breast cancer awareness. Donnie Schatz out in front, and again, car slowing on the back straightaway. The 33 of Brent Mattis headed back to the pit area. White flag in the air for Schatz. Donnie Schatz hustles down the backstretch for the final time and enters turn 3 on the cushion. Schatz and the Craftsman Club Dash victorious in heat race number 3. Cy Lynch in his first ever dash with a second place run. Paul McMahon finishes third, Travis Philo in fourth, and Dan Shetler in fifth. Finishing order for heat race number 3 reads this way. Donnie Schatz, the winner in the number 15, finishing second, the 24X of Cy Lynch. Third to the number 7 of Paul McMahon. And fourth, it was the 5T of Travis Philo. And fifth, the 7K of Dan Shetler. Those 5 drivers into the A feature. Sixth went to the 2F of AJ Flick. Seventh, the 33 Emma Brent Mattis. And in eighth, the 56 of Ralph Spitholler. Fourth and final heat race of the night will start this way on the pole. The Lernerville Speedway track record holder from Brown. Lineup set behind the number 1 Cochran Automotive Pace truck. Ready for the green flag. 83 Joey Saldana and 1A Jacob Allen from the front row. 49X Tim Schaefer and 41 Jason Johnson in row 2. 19 JK Joe Kubicek, 7W Logan Wagner, 40 George Hobaugh, and the 23 of Darren Pfeiffer. Green. into turn number 1. Joey Saldana on the race lead, and now up to second, the Steel City Outlaw Tim Schaefer, and Schaefer is coming after the Brownsburg Bullet. Schaefer digs down low into turn 4. Saldana leads lap number 1. Tim Schaefer running second, Jacob Allen in third. In fourth, it is Jason Johnson, Logan Wagner in fifth. Schaefer gaining ground once again on Saldana down the back straightaway. Slides to the inside, and 3 and 4 pulls even, can't complete the pass, but he's right there with it. Battling for the lead in heat race number 4, Joey Saldana and Tim Schaefer. Schaefer, another run down the backstretch to the inside. Slide job, new leader, Tim Schaefer. Schaefer steals the top spot from Joey Saldana. Saldana returns the favor at 1 and 2. Back to the inside, but again, it's momentum playing the advantage for the 49X of Tim Schaefer. Top 2, then 10 car lengths back to third place, Jacob Allen. 4 in the books, 4 to go. Schaefer on the top in 1 and 2. Here's Saldana down to the inside, making the move, but can't complete the pass. Joey Saldana and Tim Schaefer going at it for the lead in heat race number 4. Schaefer on the cushion. Joey Saldana's inboard brake rotor glowing orange as he works the low side of the speedway. Jacob Allen maintains third. Jason Johnson in fourth with Logan Wagner in fifth with 2 laps to go. The former Lernerville Speedway champion will look at the white flag. 1 circuit remaining. Backstretch for the final time. Tim Schaefer to the cushion in 3 and 4. He'll ride into victory. Joey Saldana second. Jacob Allen in third. Fourth will go to Jason Johnson, and Logan Wagner comes home fifth. Here's how they finish heat race number 4. Tim Schaefer gets the win in the 49X. Finishing second, the 83 of Joey Saldana. In third, it was the 1A of Jacob Allen. Coming home in the 4th spot, the number 41 of Jason Johnson. And in 5th, the 7W of Logan Wagner. Those 5 drivers move into the A feature. Finishing 6th, it was the 19JK of Joe Kubinik. 7th spot to the 23 of Darren Pfeiffer. In 8th, car number 40, George Hobaugh. Heat race action is complete for the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series, Craftsman Club Dash. Well, race fans, down here on the Delubac Powder Coating Victory Lane stage, we've got our drivers in the Craftsman Club Dash for tonight's inversion draw. Choices will be 0, 4, 6, or 8. The dash at the moment lined up according to heat race finish. That would put Darren Pittman and Shane Stewart on the front row, Donnie Schatz and Tim Schaefer in row 2, with Brad Sweet and Logan Schuhart in row 3, Cy Lynch and Joey Saldana in row number 4. Let's start off by talking to tonight's fast qualifier, the driver of the Great Clips, number 9, Darren Pittman. Darren, not very often we see 12-second laps here at the Lernerville Speedway. We had a bunch of them tonight, and qualifying so very close, less than 0.2 of a second separating the top 12.
Yeah, track's really fast. I mean, this place has been really hard for a lot of years, and it races really well when it's really slick, too. So it's really sort of what we expected, but I don't think we've been here, you know, in the fall for a couple years, and, you know, it's pretty damp out. So track's really fast. It's still really hard, and as fast as it is, I think, you know, there's still multiple grooves. So the racing's still, I think, going to be pretty good. But yeah, like you said, the times were really close, and it's about the fastest we've been around here in a lot of years, it felt like. So luckily our Great Clips car was really good, and felt really good in the heat race also. So we'll just try to stay on top of it and try to keep it up front.
Darren Pittman on the pole for the moment. Next up, the 2-time Outlaw winner looking to make it 3 in a row tonight, the driver of the Larson Marks Racing, number 2, Shane Stewart. Quite the role you found yourself on here this past week, man.
Yeah, well, Johnny, you've been around this business a long time. You just got to take them as they come and look at each individual night, and if you can keep running good, then so be it. But obviously, if you keep winning, they're bonuses, and we're definitely on the high side of the whole roller coaster, so we're going to try to ride it as long as we can. But you know, putting ourselves in good positions in the dash is obviously a part that is very beneficial where we've been. So hopefully we can keep it going.
Shane Stewart on the front row for the moment. Next up, the current Outlaw point leader, a 6-time winner here at the Lernerville Speedway, it's Donnie Schatz. Donnie, action all over the racetrack in the heats. We saw a top and the bottom, and actually like a little bit of loose dirt in between the two, like two very distinct grooves here early on at Lernerville.
Yeah, it's you know, normally when you come to Lernerville, it's in the middle of summer and you get awful slick. But tonight there's a lot of groups. I think it'll wide out even more. So we'll just put that test to the Tony Stewart Racing team. Them guys do an awesome job, and we'll see if we can't get ourselves a victory.
Donnie Schatz on the inside of row number 2, pending the inversion draw. Up next, the driver, the Red Zick Excavating, number 49X, the Steel City Outlaw, Tim Schaefer. Schaefer, you come back to Lernerville where you started your career. You're a former champion here, but right now, I want to ask you how you're feeling. Last night, upside down pretty hard on the backstretch at Eldora.
Well, definitely beat up. You know, that was, anytime you flip at the Eldora, it's big, but you know, the guys are doing a great job in the car, and the main thing is, you know, to sit up in the seat and get her done.
You looked like you were really up in the seat in that heat race. Some pretty aggressive moves there, and again, some hard racing at Lernerville. Tonight, the type of track you can do that.
Yeah, the guys do a great job here all the time, you know, and to have 2 lanes like that right now, it's, you know, awesome job. Hats off to them guys, but it's going to put great racing on.
Tim Schaefer looking for that number 4 pill for tonight's dash inversion. Next up, the driver of the Ollie's Bargain Outlet, number 49, it's the big cat, Brad Sweet. Brad, last year a top 5 finish here at the Eldora Speedway, your best in outlaw competition. How'd the car feel tonight in conditions that not quite like we normally see here at Lernerville?
Yeah, car feels good tonight. The Ollie's Bargain Outlet guys have been working hard. We've been trying to get the car a little bit better so we can get back in victory lane. But yeah, it's not quite as slick as it normally is here at Lernerville, but I think with a few more laps, it'll get a little bit slickened off. And you know, I think we're going to be putting on a good show in the A main, hopefully.
Brad Sweet inside of row number 3 to his outside, the driver of the Shark Racing, number 1S, Logan Schuhart. Podium finish for you last night at the Eldora Speedway. I'm sure you'd like to keep that momentum going here tonight at Lernerville. You talked last night about how improving each time you come to a racetrack has been key to you. Is that still the case here at Lernerville?
For sure. We're in a lot better shape than we were here in the summertime when we were here. So we have a good car tonight. Jake, Joe, Bear, my grandfather, you know, they work their butts off and give us a great race car. So I'm very proud of our team, and, you know, to be up here, we've been running consistent lately, and we hope to keep it going. And I think we have, we're not as good as what we need to be right now, but we're going to keep working on it and make ourselves better for the dash.
Logan Schuhart looking for the number 6 for the inversion this evening in the Craftsman Club Dash. Up next, 3rd generation sprint car driver, the pilot of the number 24 exit, Cy Lynch. Impressive stuff, young man, in qualifying and in the heat race here this evening. You've really come around. This is basically your first full season as a 410 sprint car driver.
Yeah, that's really true. You know, some people like to say that this is my 3rd, but it's my first real season. You know, we have great equipment, and my dad is my crew chief, so it's the best I could ask for.
Your dad always a very good qualifier. What knowledge did he impart on you as far as qualifying is concerned, especially when the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series comes to town?
Well, you know that they're the best of the best, so he told me you just have to keep it as straight as possible, and where the track is right now, you just have to be full throttle.
Cy Lynch qualifying for his first Craftsman Club Dash here tonight at the Lernerville Speedway. And last but certainly not least, the driver of the Roth Enterprises, number 83, it's the Brownsburg Bullet, Joey Saldana. Joey, 14 years ago, you set the track record at the Lernerville Speedway. We were down in the low 12-second bracket. We haven't really seen 12 since then. Tonight we get into the 12s, albeit the upper 12s. Does the track feel that fast tonight?
Yeah, I just, they said they have somebody new working on the racetrack, so definitely a different scenario than what we had in July. So, yeah, totally different surface, and you can see speeds like that when you have a surface like this. So hopefully we can get this Roth car tuned up a little bit better and get a good pill draw here and have a shot in the feature.
Joey Saldana on the outside of row number 4 for the moment. We'll see if he stays there. It's time for our inversion draw, and we've got a special guest here to help us. What is your name?
Samuel.
Samuel, where are you from?
Katanning.
Are you having fun tonight, man?
Yeah.
That's pretty enthusiastic. Yes, we're going to have him reach in there and pull out one of those ping pong balls. He knows the drill. He doesn't look. He has drawn the number 6. 6 cars inverted. Logan Schuhart on the pole of the Craftsman Club Dash this evening with Brad Sweet on the outside of row number 1. Samuel, you did a great job with that inversion draw. We'll let you head back over to the grandstands. In the meantime, we've got our Craftsman Fan Challenge up next. You see the 6 Craftsman toolboxes here, and our 3 competitors. These Craftsman toolboxes are sturdy and they are also very, very heavy. We've weighted them down. It is not easy to hold one of these things, and what we're going to ask these guys to do is take a toolbox in each hand, and when I count them down, they're going to put these toolboxes straight out to their sides with their elbows locked, and whoever can do it the longest will get a $50 gift card courtesy of Craftsman Tools. Want to meet our Fan Challenge competitors here this evening. First off, your name?
Dylan.
Dylan, where are you from?
Newcastle, PA.
Dylan from Newcastle, over here in the center.
Hey, my name's Brad.
Brad, where are you from? Another Newcastle guy. And finally?
My name's Lucas. I'm from Edinburgh.
Two guys from Newcastle and one from Edinburgh. Guys, what I want you to do is I want you to reach down and grab the handles of those toolboxes, but don't pick them up until I count you down, all right? I'm going to jump down here and get a better view of this. We're going to do it in 3, 2, 1. Toolboxes up. So far, so good. Got to get the arms straight up. There we go. The trash talking has started. It has started in a big way down here. A little more than trash talking there. Come on, we got to get the arms out. There, we're getting there. I think we've got one drooping over there on the end, and we've got one out. We've got one down. You're out. You're out. Down to 2. The guy that's out, he's the one really trash talking now. The arms are starting to shake a little bit. I see a little bit of a grimace over here. Who's it going to be? Who's going to hold out the longest? We've got a winner! Congratulations to all of our Fan Challenge contestants here this evening. Our Craftsman Fan Challenge at the Lernerville Speedway. Up next, the...
Always on the run, a destiny. Oh, it's the rising sun. I was born a shotgun in my hands, behind the gun, I'll make my final stand. Yeah, and that's why they call me bad company. I can't deny bad company till the day I die. Until the day I die. Until the day I die.
Field now lined up behind the #1 Cochrane Automotive. Let's try that again. #1 Cochrane Automotive pace truck as the caution lights go out and we get set for green flag action. 1S Logan Shewhart and 49 Brad Sweet in row 1. 49X Tim Schaefer and 15 Donnie Schatz in row 2. The 2 of Shane Stewart, the 9 of Darren Pittman in row 3. 24X Cy Lynch and 83 Joey Saldana in row 4. Winner of this race on the pole for the Commonwealth Clash. We are green on the Craftsman Club dash. In turn 1, Logan Shewhart with the race lead. Side by side for second, Brad Sweet fends off a charge by the 49X of Tim Schaefer. Schaefer looks to the inside at 3 and 4. Once again, 3 wide for 4th out of turn number 4. Donnie Schatz gets the better of that battle. Darren Pittman right behind him, then Shane Stewart. Logan Shewhart pulling away from the field in the 1S. Shane Stewart looks to the outside of Darren Pittman. Now cuts back to the inside, exiting turn 4. They'll go side by side down the front straightaway, racing for 5th. Stewart makes the pass into turn number 1. Donnie Schatz all over Tim Schaefer for the 3rd spot. Schatz trips up the racetrack in 3 and 4. Schaefer pulls away. Cy Lynch by Joey Saldana for the 7th position. This time by 4 laps down and 2 to go in the Craftsman Club Dash. It is all Logan Schuchart out in front of the field. Joey Saldana up top in 1 and 2, coming after Cy Lynch. Donnie Schatz to the inside of Tim Schaefer. White flag waving, slide job racing for the third spot, side by side. Schaefer and Schatz into turn number 1. Leader down the back straightaway. It'll be Logan Schuchart getting the Craftsman Club Dash win and starting on the pole. Second will go to Brad Sweet. They're side by side for third out of turn 4. Tim Schaefer hangs on. Donnie Schatz fourth, and fifth will go to Shane Stewart. Here's the way they finish tonight's Craftsman Club Dash. Logan Schuchart gets the victory. He will be on the pole for the main event in car number 1S. Finishing second, the 49 of Brad Sweet. Third went to the 49X of Tim Schaefer. In fourth, the number 15 of Donnie Schatz. Fifth was car number 2, Shane Stewart. Sixth to the number 9 of Darren Pittman. Seventh, the 24X of Cy Lynch. And an eighth, the 83 of Joey Saldana. Last chance. Caution lights go out. Green flag the next time by on the last chance showdown. Brandon Mattis a scratch as well. Jack Soderman Jr. on the pole in the 23 JR, the 19 JK of Joe Kubinick outside of row 1. 13 Clyde Knipp and 2 FAJ Flick in row 2. We go green. Contact between Joe Kubinick and Clyde Knipp. Knipp is sideways. He collects Bill Kiley, and we are under caution. Junior in the 19 JK of Joe Kubinick in row 1. Now the 55W of Michael Wagner and the 2F of AJ Flick in row 2. 33 M Brent Mattis, 08 Dan Curriger in row 3. 51 John Garvin alongside the 40 George Hobaugh as the green flag waves on the last chance showdown. Jack Soderman Jr. grabs the lead as they exit turn 2. Battle for second. AJ Flick all over the 19 JK of Joe Kubinick. Flick challenged down low by the 08 of Dan Curriger. Curriger right now in that fourth and final transfer position. Curriger to the inside of Flick. Into 3 and 4. They'll go side by side. AJ Flick has the momentum to maintain the third spot. Top 4 have broken away from the rest of the field. It's a half a straightaway back to 5th place running Michael Wagner. Lap number 3 in the books for Jack Soderman Jr. AJ Flick still hanging right there with Joe Kubinick as they race for second with Dan Curriger right behind them. Side by side for 5th now, George Hobaugh to the inside. Trying to take it away from Michael Wagner. He makes the pass down low in turns 3 and 4. Car headed back to the pit area, the 33 of Brent Mattis. We stay green. 5 laps in, battle for second, slide job, AJ Flick by Joe Kubinick. Kubinick comes back at him on the inside into turn 1. Flick rails the cushion into 1 and 2, and he'll maintain second down the back straightaway. Jack Soderman Jr. leading it at the halfway point of the last chance showdown. AJ Flick now up to second, Joe Kubinick in third, and Dan Curriger in fourth. George Hobaugh running 5th. Clyde Knipp back up to 6th, Michael Wagner 7th, John Garvin in 8th, Darren Piper in 9th. 9 cars remaining on the speedway. Now the race for third, heating up Curriger to the inside of Kubinick down the front straightaway. He'll go side by side into turn 1. Curriger to try to slide up the racetrack. He does. And Curriger up to third in the 08. It's all Jack Soderman Jr. out in front, leading it by 5.2 seconds. John Garvin headed back pit side in the number 51. Jr. leading it now by nearly 6 seconds as he closes in on Darren Piper's number 23. No change in the transfer position, but George Hobaugh and Clyde Knipp catching up with Joe Kubinick in the closing stages of the last chance showdown. Jack Soderman already looking at the white flag. Clyde Knipp trying to race his way back from the rear of the field into the main event. They cross under the white flag. Knipp to the inside of Hobaugh for 5th. Checker flag will wave for Jack Soderman Jr. He'll get the win. Knipp over the banking on the back straightaway. He'll gather it back in. Second will go to A.J. Flick. Dan Kuriger in third. And Joe Kubinick holds off George Hobaugh for the 4th and final transfer position. Here's the finishing order for tonight's last chance showdown. Jack Soderman Jr., the winner in car number 23, JR. Second to the 2F of AJ Flick. Coming home third, the number 08 of Dan Kuriger. And in fourth, the 19 JK of Joe Kubinick. Those 4 drivers qualify for the main event. In fifth, the number 40 of George Hobaugh. Sixth, the 13 of Clyde Knipp. Seventh, the 55W of Michael Wagner. In eighth, the 23 of Darren Piper. Ninth, the 51 of John Garvin. 10th was the 33M of Brent Mattis. 11th, the 4K of Bill Kiley. Preliminary action is complete. Race fans, we will read that winning 50-50 ticket event. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your starting lineup. Using a Lernerville Speedway provisional to start 26th this evening. From Waupun, Pennsylvania, the McClyman Supply and Transit, S&S Processing Allied Rubber and Supply number 33M of Brent Mattis. And also using a Lernerville provisional to start 25th. From Sarver, Pennsylvania, the Garvin Scrap Metal, Mielke Mechanical, Mattis Service Center number 51 of John Garvin. Starting 24th tonight from Lockport, New York, in the JK Racing 19, Murphy's, Kaiser Wheels, SST Shock, Stanton Engines, number 19 JK, Joe Kubinick. And your 23rd starter from Freedom, Pennsylvania, behind the wheel of the Toma Meat Market, Young Electric Advanced Auto Parts, number 08, Dan Kuriger. Lining up 22nd on the grid. From Apollo, Pennsylvania, the Ferguson Heating and Air Conditioning, Cooper's RV Center champion, Trinega Construction, number 2F of A.J. Flick. And in the 21st starting spot, from Youngstown, Ohio, in the Glassmere Fuel Service, Economy Tooling, PRS Transit, Townsend Gas and Oil, number 23, J.R. Jack Soderman Jr. Outside of row 10, starting 20th from Harrisonville, Pennsylvania, it's the Freedom Power Sports, all things automotive, All Miller & Associates, Ott Brothers Furniture and Appliance, number 7W of Logan Wagner. And starting 19th tonight from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, in the Esposito Electric, Precise Racing Products, Dirt Track Design, Rapid Wraps, number 7K, Dan Shetler. Lining up 18th. From Bartlett, Tennessee, the King Racing Products, East Coast Logistics, Jim Shukneck Dancer Logistics, Clean Seal number 7S of Double Down, Jason Sides. And in the 17th starting spot, from Sarver, Pennsylvania, piloting the Terry Bowser Excavating, Turner's Ice Tea, Dirty Mouth Communications, number 10, it's Carl Bowser. 16th starter from Eunice, Louisiana, the 2016 Knoxville Nationals winner in the Priority Aviation, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Fisher Body Shop, Sage Family Dissolve Alloy, number 41, the Ragin' Cajun, Jason Johnson. And going 15th this evening from Waterville, Ohio, the Control Design Solutions, Banshee Graphics, Kistler Racing Products, number 5T, Travis Philo. Starting 14th tonight, from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, in the Water Treatment by Design, Special Pathogens Lab Alloy Wheel Repair, number 07, the Hammer, Doug Esch. And the leading contender for the Kevin Gobrecht Award for Rookie of the Year honors with the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series starts 13th tonight. From Benton Ridge, Ohio, in the Hercules Tire, Ohio Logistics, DNC Hydraulics Gear Alloy All-Star Plumbing, number W20, it's Greg Wilson. 12th starter from Hanover, Pennsylvania, the Mark Pell Tire Service, Marty Thompson Investments, JRC Transportation of Chambersburg, Gardner Construction, Michael Palumbo, number 1A, Jacob Allen. And 11th on the grid from Nashville, Tennessee, the Mondac Portables, Rick Rogers Construction, Fort Union Supply and Trading, Champion Oil, number 7, Paul's to the wall, Paul McMahon. We move into the top 10 starting spots now, and on the outside of row number 5 from Morrisdale, Pennsylvania, the DRK Services Seeger Radiator Oakwood Mini Storage, number 58 of Jimmy Seeger. And 9th starter tonight, the winner here in July when the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series competed in the Don Martin Memorial Silver Cup. From Watertown, Connecticut, the Big Game Tree Stands, JRC Transportation, Nice Creek Atlantis, Bears Tree Service, Ecken Road Trucking, number 5, David Gravel. Starting 8th tonight, the Lernerville Speedway track record holder from Brownsburg, Indiana, the Roth Enterprises, HR Livestock, Roth Motorsports, Southern Pacific Farms, number 83, the Brownsburg Bullet, Joey Saldana. And 7th on the grid from Apollo, Pennsylvania, 3rd generation sprint car driver in the Mercedes Motorsports Ultralight Brakes Kistler J&J, number 24X, Cy Lynch. Tonight's fast qualifier starts 6th in the main event. From Owasso, Oklahoma, the Great Clips Sage Fruit Team ASC Curb Records Factory K, number 9, Darren Pittman. And starting 5th, looking to make it 3 in a row with the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series from Bixby, Oklahoma, the American-born Moonshine Ineos Oil Larson Marks Racing, number 2 of Shane Stewart. Outside of row 2, 4th starter, the current point leader, the 7-time and defending Outlaw champion from Fargo, North Dakota, the Bad Boy Off-Road Chevrolet Performance, J&J Tony Stewart, Kerbagaginian Racing, number 15 of Donnie Schatz. And your 3rd starter tonight is a former Lernerville Speedway champion from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, in the Rudzik Excavating NRP Contractors Knuckle Buster Automotive, number 49X, the Steel City Outlaw, Tim Schaefer. And the front row for the Commonwealth Clash presented by Classic Inc. will line up this way. On the outside, from Grass Valley, California, he drives the Ollie's Bargain Outlet Sage Fruit Team ASE Factory K, number 49, the Big Cat, Brad Sweet. And starting on the pole tonight, looking for his 2nd career World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series victory. From Hanover, Pennsylvania, in the Mark Powell Tire Service, Marty Thompson Investments, JRC Transportation of Chambersburg, Gardner Construction, Michael Palumbo, number 1S, Logan Schuhart. 26 cars going 35 laps. The winner takes home $10,000. Logan Schuhart on the pole position. Career best finish here at Lernerville, 5th in 2014. He was 12th in the Don Martin Memorial Silver Cup in July. Drivers now begin to find their proper starting positions behind that number 1 Cochran Automotive pace truck. 5-2 formation. They make their way down the backstretch and they enter turn number 3. And when they reach corner number 4, they'll get the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports. The greatest sprint car drivers in the world are 4 wide in salute. They are thanking you for your attendance this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, in return, we want you to stand and we want you to make enough noise so that they can hear you over the rumble of those 900 horsepower engines. Lernerville Speedway, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car! Back to side by side now. Caution lights going out. We look for the green flag at the chalk stripe in turn 4. 35 times around the Lernerville Speedway. Logan Schuhart and Brad Sweet in row 1. Tim Schaefer and Donnie Schatz in row 2. Shane Stewart and Darren Pittman from row 3. Cy Lynch and Joey Saldana in row 4. David Gravel and Jimmy Seeger in row 5. Then Paul McMahon and Jacob Allen, Greg Wilson and Doug Esch, Travis Philo and Jason Johnson, Carl Bowser and Jason Sides, Dan Shetler, Logan Wagner, Jack Soderman Jr., AJ Flick, Dan Kerriger, Joe Kubinick, John Garvin, and Brent Mattis. The green flag flies at Lernerville for the Commonwealth Clash presented by Classic Inc. Into turn 1, Logan Schuhart on the bottom, Brad Sweet on the top. They race through 1 and 2. Shale car upside down, 2 cars upside down, multiple cars upside down in turn number 1. Paul McMahon and Cy Lynch upside down in turn number 1. Jason Johnson involved as well, but again, the cars that were upside down were the 7 of Paul McMahon and the 24X of Cy Lynch. Good news, Cy Lynch and Paul McMahon both okay up in turn number 1. Cy Lynch and Paul McMahon both able to area. Sonny Kratzer and crew will go to work on that machine. Just a little bit more cleanup to do in corner number 1 before we can get the cars restarted for tonight's World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series Commonwealth Clash presented by Classic Inc. And we get word from the infield, not just the Destiny Motorsports team involved, 5 or 6 different World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series teams assisting getting Paul McMahon's car repaired. Fantastic job by several of the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series teams to help get Paul McMahon back in action. Caution lights out. Logan Schuhart and Brad Sweet in row 1. Tim Schaefer and Donnie Schatz in row 2. Shane Stewart and Darren Pittman in row 3. Now David Gravel and Joey Saldana in row 4. We're green at Lernerville. Into turn 1. Logan Schuhart in the middle has the race lead. Side by side for second. Brad Sweet grabs it now with Tim Schaefer in third. Donnie Schatz in fourth. They reach turn number 3. Logan Schuhart will lead the opening lap of the Commonwealth Clash. Schuhart opening it up just a bit now. Brad Sweet second. He is challenged by the 15 of Donnie Schatz. Schatz works to the inside into turn 3. Side by side. Give third to Donnie Schatz. Car over the edge of the banking on the backstretch. Jason Johnson in the 41. Johnson slowing to a stop. The caution flag will wave. Problems for Jason Johnson in car number 41. Looks like a flat right rear tire on that car. Flat right rear tire. Back underway. Donnie Schatz to the inside in 1 and 2, looking to take second from Brad Sweet, but Sweet has too much momentum. Caution on the speedway. Schatz down low, they're side by side. Sweet has second again into turn 3. Shane Stewart by Tim Schaefer. Stewart up the fourth now. Schatz passes Sweet out of turn 4. Donnie Schatz up to second. Sweet back to the inside, but Schatz has the position. Logan Schuhart leading it. Donnie Schatz second. Brad Sweet third. Shane Stewart fourth, and now David Gravel into the top 5. Gravel riding the cushion around the outside of 3 and 4. Coming after 4th place, Shane Stewart. Gravel again to the top in 1 and 2 as Stewart works the low side of the racing surface. Gravel unable to make a pass there. Logan Schuhart still the race leader. He's on the top in 3 and 4. Donnie Schatz enters on the bottom, grips to the cushion to come out of turn number 4. Paul McMahon slowing on the back straightaway. Problems continue for the number 7 and a car upside down in turn number 4. Jimmy Seeger upside down in turn number 4, the number 58 machine. Logan Schuhart and Donnie Schatz bring the field back to power. Turn 1 comes to the bottom out of turn number 2. Donnie Schatz on the cushion all the way around the corner. Battle for third. Shane Stewart all over Brad Sweet. Schatz looks to the inside of Schuhart in 3 and 4, but can't make the pass for the lead. David Gravel to the inside of Shane Stewart. Can't make the pass for 4. Logan Schuhart and Donnie Schatz both find the cushion through 3 and 4. David Gravel, the only driver in the top 5, working the lowest side of the speedway at that end. Shane Stewart to the bottom in 1 and 2 while Gravel goes back up to the cushion. Lap number 8 in the books now. Logan Schuhart gaining ground on the back of the field. Schuhart closing in on the number 19 JK of Joe Kubinik and the 33 M of Brent Mattis. Into traffic now for the race leader. He rolls to the outside of Kubinik. Can't make the pass. Now he does so entering turn 3. Donnie Schatz follows him to the cushion. Schuhart around the outside of Brent Mattis now. Heavier traffic right in front of the 1S. Schuhart enters in the middle. Donnie Schatz has the cushion wired around 1 and 2, and he's got to run on Schuhart down the back straightaway. Schatz to the inside, but the slower cars are there. Schuhart around the outside of John Garvin's number 51 now to Schuhart's lead, 8/10 of a second the last time they crossed the line. Still heavy traffic for the race lead when Schatz getting closer, lead down to 3/10 of a second. Schatz to the outside in turn 1. Logan Schuhart up high to take the line away. Schatz to the inside, new leader, Donnie Schatz into turn number 3. Schuhart tries to power back underneath him, but Donnie Schatz will lead lap number 14. Donnie Schatz with the race lead, and now the battle for second. Brad Sweet catching up with Logan Schuhart. Just behind them, it's the number 2 of Shane Stewart. Stewart going to work on Brad Sweet into turn 1. Takes a peek to the inside, but Gravel was down there, and Gravel to the inside of Stewart. 3-car battle for third down the backstretch. Donnie Schatz pulling away from the field. Closing in on the halfway point of Commonwealth Clash presented by Classic Inc. World of Outlaws Premises Sprint Car Series at the Lernerville Speedway. Brad Sweet dives to the inside into turn number 3, slides up in front of Logan Schuhart, but gets over the cushion and sideways. Schuhart pulls away, and now Shane Stewart around the outside of Brad Sweet. Sweet back to the bottom in 1 and 2, has recovered, but Stewart all over it, racing for third down the backstretch. Stewart to the inside this time, a slide job of his own, but this time it's Stewart over the cushion, and David Gravel to the inside to make the move. The cushion is treacherous in turns 3 and 4 at the Lernerville Speedway right now. 18 laps down, 17 laps to go. Donnie Schatz working heavy traffic out of turn number 4 by the 7W of Logan Wagner. Logan Schuhart still runs second, Brad Sweet is third, David Gravel fourth, Shane Stewart fifth, Aaron Pittman sixth, Tim Schaefer seventh, Joey Saldana eighth, Travis Philo ninth, and Greg Wilson in 10th. Donnie Schatz has put Jason Johnson a lap down, Johnson running 16th. Car off the pace on the backstretch of the 51 of John Garvin pulls into the infield. Donnie Schatz continuing to show the way in the Bad Boy Off-Road number 15, leading it by 2.1 seconds over Logan Schuhart, but Schuhart's got company now, the 49 of Brad Sweet to the inside in 3 and 4. Schuhart can't make the pass. David Gravel trying to make that a 3-car battle for second. Gravel to the inside of Sweet, looking for third down the back straightaway. Can't make the pass there. He'll follow Sweet into the traffic into turn number 3. Sweet to the inside of Logan Schuhart, but now it's Gravel to the outside of Sweet. Shane Stewart there as well in part of that mix. Gravel to the inside of Sweet. He'll slide up the racetrack. Sweet and Gravel wheel-to-wheel. They nearly bang wheels at the midpoint of the back straightaway. David Gravel all over Brad Sweet, but Sweet has the cushion now in turn number 4, and Shane Stewart uses that cushion to gain ground on Gravel. Sweet and Gravel both to the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Shane Stewart stays on the cushion. All of this taking place nearly a half a lap behind leader Donnie Schatz. 10 laps to go in this one at the Lernerville Speedway. Donnie Schatz with the lead. Logan Schuhart second, Brad Sweet third, David Gravel fourth, Shane Stewart fifth, Aaron Pittman in 6th. Tim Schaefer running 7th, Joey Saldana in 8th, Travis Philo in 9th, and Carl Bowser now into the top 10. Logan Schuhart has pulled away slightly from the 49 of Brad Sweet in that race for second, and now David Gravel catching up with Sweet once again. Donnie Schatz lead over Logan Schuhart now 4.7 seconds. Schuhart works the cushion out of turn 4. He has pulled 15 car lengths in front of Brad Sweet. And Gravel again to the inside of Sweet, racing for third in turns 1 and 2. Shane Stewart trying to get a run on them. Cushion is tricky, but it's still fast. Joey Saldana down low in 3 and 4. He'll get by Tim Schaefer, move the ground score, pulling up to 7th. This time by, there will be 3 laps to go. The driver of the Bad Boy Off-Road number 15. Racing for second. Brad Sweet has caught Logan Schuhart once again. Schuhart to the bottom in 1 and 2. Brad Sweet goes to the cushion. 2 to go for Donnie Schatz. Sweet and Schuhart race for the second spot. Schuhart has it with 2 to go. Sweet still right there with him. Donnie Schatz sees the white flag one more time around. Shane Stewart and David Gravel going at it for the 4th spot. Checkered flag set to wave on the Commonwealth Clash. Donnie Schatz wins at Lernerville. Second place will go to Logan Schuhart. Brad Sweet in 3rd. David Gravel 4th and Shane Stewart 5th. Unofficially, the top 10 would look like this. Donnie Schatz with the win. Logan Schuhart finishing 2nd. Brad Sweet 3rd. David Gravel 4th. And Shane Stewart 5th. Darren Pittman 6th. Joey Saldana 7th. Tim Schaefer 8th. Travis Philo 9th. And Carl Bowser 10th. Again, that is unofficial. The top finishers head between himself and 2nd place when the checkered flag waves. The Bad Boy Off-Road number 15 headed toward victory lane. Schatz set to climb out for the 23rd time in 2016. Victory number 7 in his career here at the Lernerville Speedway. He's up top, the winner of the Commonwealth Clash, Donnie Schatz. Eric Westendorf is down there to talk to our main event winner.
Thank you, Johnny. Donnie, a slow start to the race, had to endure a few restarts, a couple open red flags. Did you guys make any major changes in that open red?
A little bit of weight here and there, but nothing major. Anytime you give this race team the opportunity to change something, it's always for the better. So, yeah, we just had to kind of bide our time there. You know, everybody puts so much emphasis on the starts, but they ain't never paid a race off the start. So you got to make sure you're good at the end, and that's something that these guys do an awesome job at. So fun car to drive. The racetrack changed. It got a lot slicker than I thought. I didn't know if that top groove was going to come in or not, but it did. It was pretty decent all over. I mean, the 1 and 2 stayed really good around the bottom, and threw some stuff up there you could run through the middle too. So just a great racetrack, and glad to get the win at Lernerville here. We didn't win the Silver Cup, and we really felt like we had a good chance, but got the job done tonight.
It's been a little while since you've been back to victory lane here. What do you do on those red flags to keep your composure? You get all juiced up for the race to start, and you have to sit through a couple open reds. How do you maintain your composure waiting to go back green?
Well, it's actually pretty easy. You know, there's a lot of people that don't get the opportunity to come through them reds, so you just think, count your blessings and make sure that everybody's okay. I mean, this is can be a dangerous sport, but we've lost a lot of people, you know, to injuries and accidents, and we don't want to see none of that. So just be glad that we weren't in it, no one was injured, and think towards trying to get the race going and do things the right way.
Absolutely. And who all do you need to thank that makes this possible?
Thank you guys. It's this is an awesome night for us here. Glad to see all the fans here tonight. My race team, these guys are incredible. I wish they were standing here instead of me. But and then everybody at Bad Boy Off-Road and Chevrolet Performance. It's really neat when you get to do these special paint schemes. I mean, Breast Cancer Awareness Month is coming up, and we brought this car a little bit early because we're all for it and making it aware to everybody. And to be able to get it in victory lane means a lot to me anyway.
We certainly appreciate it. Donnie Schatz, congratulations. Tonight's Commonwealth Clash presented by Classic Inc.'s feature winner. We have some folks from Classic Inc. bringing the big check to Donnie Schatz in Victory Lane. Make our way over to second place driver Logan Schuhart. Logan, all things considered, a pretty good night. Fast lap in qualifying, won the dash. I know second place isn't standing up there with the big trophy, but it's got to give you some confidence going into the National Open next weekend.
It's last night, second tonight. It's hard to complain when you're running and you're getting podium finishes and you're running up front. It's hard to beat the 15, especially. I mean, I felt pretty good. Times I didn't. So obviously he pulled away once he passed me, and those guys are really good. So we got a little bit to work on, but we're fast and we're about. So we're happy at the same time. But I'm just guys, everybody that's here, Marty Thompson Invest, Air Service, Mike Palumbo, CM that helps us out, Triple X, everybody else. So Joe, Jake, my grandpa. So we're just happy to be up here.
Congratulations. Good luck next week at Williams Grove. And now here with third place finisher Brad Sweet. Brad, always good to finish on the podium.
Yeah, anytime with the World of Outlaws you can get up here, it's good. We'd like to win one of these, every now and then. Seems like we've been on a podium, but haven't been able to win in a long time. So we're really trying hard. Can't do it without our sponsors, All These Bargain Outlet, Sage Fruit, Curb Records, Team ASE. Route Capita gives us great engines. Factory King gives us great shocks. Casey gives us great equipment. So we need to get them back in victory lane. These top threes are nice, but we're still not satisfied until we get back to the winner's circle.
And $1 million question, what are you ordering at Sheets tonight?
I don't know. I don't know if we'll end up there or not, but I always like going there after the races.
Congratulations, Brad. Thanks for coming out. Johnny, back up to you.
Thanks, Eric. Here is your official finish. The win to the 15 of Donnie Schatz, second to the 1S of Logan Schuhart, third the 49 of Brad Sweet, finishing fourth the number 5 of David Gravel, and in fifth car number 2, Shane Stewart. Sixth went to the 9 of Darren Pittman, coming home seventh the 83 of Joey Saldana, in eighth the 49X of Tim Schaefer, finishing ninth the 5T of Travis Philo, finishing 10th and getting tonight's KSE Hard Charger Award, the number 10 of Carl Bowser. 11th went to the 7S of Jason Sides, and 12th was the number 41 of Jason Johnson. 13th the 07 of Doug Esch, 14th the W20 of Greg Wilson, 15th the 1A of Jacob Allen, 16th the 7W of Logan Wagner, 17th the car number 7 Paul McMahon, 18th the 23 Junior of Jack Soderman Jr., in 19th the 7K of Dan Shetler, 20th the 08 of Dan Kurriger, 21st the 33 M of Brent Mattis, 22nd the 19 JK of Joe Kubinick, 23rd, the 51 of John Garvin, 24th, the 2F of AJ Flick, finishing 25th, the 58 of Jimmy Seeger, and in 26th, car number 24, X Cy Lynch. Logan Schuhart leading laps 1 through 13, Donnie Schatz leading laps 14 through 35. Well, again, on behalf of the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series and Lernerville Speedway, we thank you for your attendance this evening. We remind you the pit area is open if you'd like to go over and get some autographs, take some pictures, meet your favorite drivers. For Eric Westendorf in Victory Lane, my name's John Gibson. Good night, everyone.